you have come to the place where you can learn to harness the power of intention, to create subconscious beliefs that serve you, and to gain insights that allow you to create a life, personally and professionally, that you desire. This is the place where you leverage your subconscious mind and design your destiny. Join me now, your host, Penny Chason. Hello, hello, hello. It is Penny here, and we are back with another episode of Design Your Destiny. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit today about, maybe how you got to where you are, because understanding how you got to where you are and who you are right now will help you decide who you need to be and what you need to do to get where it is that you're going. Because so many times we consciously tell ourselves what it is that we want, what we desire, and we find that can sometimes be short-lived. We live in a society where our attention is always being driven and diverted in different directions. And not only is our attention being diverted, but our subconscious thoughts can be all over the place and we don't even realize it. I know you've heard me talk about that a lot, and you're probably thinking to yourself, enough already about talking about what I don't want. I want to talk about what I do want. Well, in order to get what you do want, part of that process is letting go of what it is that you don't want. So I want to ask you today a thought-provoking question. How do you define yourself? When you think about who you are right now, how do you define yourself? Are you ambitious and driven? Are you content? Do you define yourself as someone who struggles to make things happen, or you have to work really hard to make things happen? Maybe you say you're not good with numbers. Maybe you're a genius. I don't know. But many times, the way that we define ourselves are stories about who we are that come from the way our world has reacted to us, our response to those people, and how it's made us feel. We often define ourselves by our career. Perhaps it's by the income level we earn. Maybe we define ourselves by the grades that we get or the people that we hang out with. You may define yourself by your expectations. And what are the milestones that you use to judge yourself in life? Do you only consider yourself successful if you have piles of cash in the bank? Are you only wealthy if you have dollar signs lined up? Or are you wealthy because you have connections and relationships and health and more than enough to support you in what it is that you want, need, and desire in this life? Those are all external things that we use to define ourselves internally. I wanted to take a quick moment to say thank you, and that I truly appreciate your listening to the Design Your Destiny podcast. If you would please, head over to iTunes and leave me a positive podcast review if you feel that that's what you would like to do. When we work together, we can reach even more people and spread the knowledge and wisdom that allows us to create the life, not only that we deserve, but that we truly desire. Now back to the podcast. Where did these definitions and expectations come from? And they came from the world around us, the world that we grew up in. What others around us showed us would get us what it is that we need, whether that was relationships, connection, love, what it takes to get that new car, what it means to own a home, whether or not you believe you can ever own a home. Some people believe that home ownership is out of their reach. Maybe no one in their life has ever owned a home. Maybe they've heard people in their life say, oh, it's much easier to have an apartment or to rent because then you don't have to worry about all of this other stuff. And then again, there may be other people that say, oh, you should rent because owning a home, while people say it's an investment, it really costs you more money. You see, everything is perspective. And it is so much easier for us to create what it is that we want in life, to create what it is that we desire in life. We can do it from a place of feeling joy, with it being fun, with it being light. So for it to be easy and for it to be fun and joyful and light, that means we have to let go of the attachment of all of these definitions of what it means to be successful. And we can create our own success, whatever that looks like for you, and do it from a place that feels good for us. So how do we do that? The first is to allow yourself to get into a place of awareness. This is one of the 3 pillars of my inside alignment method, is this awareness. We have to become aware when the actions that we're taking, the decisions that we're making, or the things that we're saying to ourselves are something based in a story. It's based in the expectations of others. Now, if that story, if the reason that you're doing this, if it feels good, joyful, light, and fun, that's great. But if it feels heavy, if it feels like it's dragging you back, if you have resistance, then something about that is not aligning with who you are. So unpack that story and decide to let it go. Because when you let that go and you follow what makes you happy, then you can create, attract, manifest whatever it is that you want in this life and do it easy. There are so many people in this world that are going through their life doing what they've been told they have to do to be successful. I've met people who have gone through years and years of college, had a business related to what they were educated in, and burned out big time. And then they got connected with what it was they had always wanted to do. Maybe they had known they wanted to do it even as a child. They reconnected with that. It was joyful, and then they have found a way to be successful doing what they love. Because when we do what we love, our heart comes through it, our joy comes through in it, and people connect with that. And then at that point, we are defining ourselves from the inside out, not from the world around us, in. The way that we find this place of alignment is to begin to follow the breadcrumbs of happiness. Things that bring us true happiness and joy are getting us close to what lights us up. It is time that we as a society began to embrace the gifts and the talents that we came into this life with, and to use those to bring other people joy. Not that we have to intentionally go bring them joy, but when we have a joyful, happy life, our emotions are contagious. That rubs off on people. We have a positive effect on people when we're joyful, when we're happy. Now, if you're like most people, you've probably walked into a room that was a large gathering, and you could immediately sense if it was a light, happy gathering or if there was something really off in the room. And that's because we pick up on subconscious cues of other people's emotions, and it impacts our emotions because our subconscious mind automatically begins to say, you know what? I really don't want to be here. So think about the characteristics by which you define yourself. And if you find that the stories that you're carrying around to define yourself don't really reflect who you want to be, write a new story. Write a new story and decide that's who you want to be. And then just be that person. If it takes baby steps, great. If you're one of these cold turkey people that can just change who you are, spinning on a dime, then do that. But I guarantee you that as you change from the inside out, people around you are going to notice, and they are going to change with you. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you're finding on reflection that these stories are something that are not easily released, or maybe they just kind of surprise you and evoke some uncomfortable emotions, I want you to consider signing up for Release, Renew, Realigned. That is my 8-week workshop that the cart opened today. You can sign up right now and get in on this program that allows you to learn a unique style of self-hypnosis that enables you to release those thoughts, beliefs, and feelings of the past that no longer serve you, and allow you to get a deep sense of renewal about who you are, the things that you have earned and deserved just by being in this life, in increasing your alignment with who you really are. If you are someone who is even just a little bit spiritual and you are wanting to create more focus, presence, and joy in your life so that you can increase your success and abundance, then you want to sign up for this workshop. Head over to pennychason.com/release to get all of the details. I look forward to seeing you in the workshop and seeing how you can get massive changes in your life in 8 short weeks. Thanks for tuning in today. I would love it if you would head over to iTunes and leave a positive review about how this episode has helped you to improve your life. When you leave a positive review, it helps us to reach even more people, helping them to change their lives, and that positive energy and vibration of sharing comes back to you as we spread the message of how you can use the power of intention, creating stronger subconscious beliefs, and raising our vibration to create the life that we desire, the one that we're here to truly live so that we can fulfill our purpose in life. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.